90.3 KEXP Seattle, online at kexp.org, and streaming via our mobile apps. I'm Jenn. This is Sonic Reducer, KEXP's punk and hardcore show every Saturday, 9 to midnight, here on KEXP. Today I'm joined by Generation Suicida from Los Angeles, and I think they're going to play a couple songs for us. So if you don't mind, take it away.
Todavía sé El futuro
It's Generation Suicida live on KEXP. I'm your host, Jenn, Sonic Reducer's punk and hardcore show. Thank you for joining me in the studio today on the way up to play in the Pacific Northwest.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah, no problem. What, can you tell me about those songs you just played?
Three of the four, I believe they're off like our new album, Generacio. And they're, I think like this new album that we just did, it was more like we recorded during the quarantine and stuff. So it was just, you know, like every album is really super, like they say, like based off like life experiences and things like that. I guess you could say like super personal in that sense.
And so you recorded in quarantine. Did you like record at home?
Yeah, we recorded at home.
Yeah. Do you record all your recordings at home?
No.
No, not all of them. That was just a special scenario.
Yeah. There's nowhere else to go, so we just kind of did it at home.
No, that's good. I mean, like, things are slow to open up right now. In Seattle, I imagine, in Los Angeles as well, things are just moving at, like, a slower pace.
Yeah. Well, I mean, things are opening up right now. You know, like, I feel like they're kind of going pretty quickly, at least back in LA.
Yeah?
You know? Yeah.
I mean, have you played shows in LA?
Yeah, we played like 2.
You played 2?
Yeah.
What was it like being back playing a show after, I imagine, a long time?
It was kind of like having to get used to it again.
I was really nervous.
Pretty rusty.
Pretty rusty? Yeah. I'm so sorry. Could you introduce yourselves to me? I mean, I know you, but our listeners would love to know you.
I'll start. I'm Mario, and I play lead guitar.
Kiwi on drums.
I'm Tony, and I sing and play guitar.
Elias, bass.
Yeah, thank you. So LA, you played shows. You're playing a show in Seattle. Where else do you think you want to play after this? Do you think touring is going to be a thing again?
I mean, I
do you want to go on tour?
Yeah, we want to go on tour. I mean, I think touring would come back eventually, you know? Mm-hmm. So like always like the goal of this band has been to just like step on as much earth as possible, as we say in Spanish.
And I mean, I know you played Singapore, you played Malaysia, Japan, Indonesia. What's the best place you've ever played?
What do you think?
Best place.
Individually.
I love Japan. It's like one of my favorites.
Why was it your favorite place to play?
I think the culture, how intimate the shows were, it just felt like home. Like like my family was there, and it was just very welcoming. So it just made me feel like comfortable. So
you want to go back then?
I'm definitely going back.
As soon as we can.
As soon as we can, yeah.
Yeah. My favorite place, probably also Japan. Colombia was pretty cool too. It was really wild down there, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it felt like everything was just like always so... Like, you could play, like, the smallest town, and it'll be, like, still, like, 500 kids, you know? Yeah, it's pretty wild, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there places that you want to play that you haven't played before?
Well, we're supposed to go to, like, Chile and Argentina
awesome.
This past year, and then, like, COVID hit. That kind of derailed that. And so we were talking about trying again next year, but then COVID's still hitting pretty hard, so I don't really think it's going to happen.
It'll happen one day.
It'll happen eventually.
Things are happening slower than I think any of us would want this to. Like, I haven't done an in studio with a band, and I couldn't even tell you how long. I haven't watched a band play in front of me like this since at least a year.
Yeah.
But just seeing you guys play, I'm so excited to go to a show again, just to get that feeling. I'm happy to hear that bands like you're still working in quarantine, you're still recording, you're still writing. Are there any things that you've heard that have come out in the past year that you're really excited about? Punk, non-punk, doesn't matter.
As far as like DIY stuff, I haven't really heard anything like DIY.
Yeah.
Like back home at least. Mm-hmm. But there's that what is it called? Tac beer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty killer. I think that came
from
out.
Morocco, they're great.
Yeah, right. That came out 2021.
Favorite 4 songs of 2021.
Yeah, that was pretty killer. Yeah, we heard that.
Poison Ruin.
Oh, that came out 2021.
Poison Ruin, I think Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah, that one is actually really good. Yeah. It's like medieval themed punk. It's pretty cool.
No, I'm happy to see that there are bands that are still still playing music. I think it reset a lot of people and like, is this really what I want to do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm happy to see that you guys have been a band for at least 10 years and you're still doing it despite quarantine, COVID, pandemic. It's still happening. Why do you keep doing it?
we don't know what else to do with ourselves. at this point.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, it's like like it's kind of like that thing where it's like, well, what else am I really supposed to do? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just keep doing it, and we're just trying to see like how far we can take it.
No, that's good. How do you stay together as a band? Like it's like a relationship, and they don't, not all relationships last really long. What do you think your strength is as a band in your longevity?
It's probably like communication, talking. We
Sound-
fight.
Yeah.
We fight,
No, that's
But-
part of a good relationship.
Yeah.
You gotta fight sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, it's like you can call me the complaint department. I get it all the time. No, but
Yeah, it's just hanging out outside of just practicing, I guess. Just doing other things, like we hike.
You go hiking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's your favorite place to hike?
There's like too many. We actually did a hike in Zion. We went to Utah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think it was like September of 2020, right?
Yeah.
And we hiked like, how far was it? Was it like 12 hours?
Yeah, it was pretty long.
Yeah, it was like crazy. We hiked to some arch, and it was like through the wilderness in the back of Zion. Mm-hmm. And it was like we showed up, and it was like 20 degrees or something like that. And our friend was like, "Man, I shouldn't have worn shorts."
I would have thought desert. It's gonna be hot.
Yeah, it was super cold actually.
Oh,
It
no.
was really cold on that side, and it was hot on the other side. So yeah, we do stuff like that though. Yeah, we always
Outdoor punks. That's great.
Yeah, we're always like what do you call it? Like tempting death, because you never know what's gonna happen.
Well, there's
out
a
there.
lot of places you can do that in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh yeah.
If you want to go on a hike while you're here.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, if we have time.
I don't think you do, but next time. I mean, you come to Seattle, I feel like quite a bit. Why do you keep coming back to Seattle? I feel like it's hard to get here from LA.
I mean, usually it's part of a tour, but this time we just, like we were saying, like we had booked like other shows, but they kind of fell through because of COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just here, like, this is one of the only ones that stayed around. I'm like, all right, let's just go.
Good friends too. Tyga.
Yeah, plus Tyga's here. We'll always take time out to come see Tyga.
We love Tyga at John Coulant in Tacoma.
Yeah, there you go.
So I really appreciate you being here. Generation Suicida, live on KEXP. Thank you again. Your new record, Regeneration, where is that available?
It's going to come out, I believe, October 15, but in Europe through Doomtown Records and Symphony of Destruction. And then in the US, it's supposed to come out on Going Underground, but I haven't got a definitive date on that yet. So
Bandcamp for now.
Bandcamp
And
for now.
Spotify.
YouTube,
That's why I play you on the radio right now.
Apple Music, whatever. Yeah.
Well, thank you for being here. Have a good rest of your trip. Thank you to everyone in the crew for making this happen.
Thank you.
And thank you to our wonderful
thank you.
donors for making these in-studios happen live on KEXP Seattle.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.